Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Something from Kansept and something premium. Usually I don't receive knives in pouches like this, so this is kind of interesting. I don't know if this is a new thing or if I've just forgotten that they occasionally release knives in these boxes, but either way, we're going to open them up and I'll give you guys my initial thoughts. Today's video is not a review, just an unboxing and first impressions. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. And of course, there will be links for these guys down in the description. I think they're actually both the same knife, just with different variations. Now, this is a model that I have handled before, but not in this form. This is apparently a premium form. Oh, does it need a password? What sort of witchcraft is... Okay, it's extreme suction. Kansept, and then we have more Kansept. Oh, limited edition certificate. This is the reason for all of the extra sauce here. This is to certify that the Kansept knife Main Street with serial number 48 out of 200 is a genuine limited edition Kansept knife. Have they ever done this before? I feel like this is the first limited. Oh, it does look nice though. Oh my! Oh, look at this! Ooh. A special baby. Oh, I do love that texturing. So this kind of like putter texturing is something that I had only recently have only seen on, you know, some of the high. Obviously, it's a you know, it's something that you can have a machine do, but it's a texturing that we don't typically see on, you know, Chinese production knives. I saw it on like the Oz Machine Company Roosevelt and a couple other high-end US knives. So it's really nice to see it on something like the Kansept Main Street. We also have what looks like a button-operated liner lock, at the least perhaps a button-operated top liner lock. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Somebody the other day was like, I wish that the button lock trend would die. And he lumped in button liner locks, button top liner locks, button frame locks, all of that. And I was like, whoa, no way. We don't want that. That's just getting going. I mean, like the plunge lock thing, I can understand why people want that to go away, but the button liner lock, the button top liner lock, I mean, these are phenomenal systems. If it's a button top liner lock or even like a button compression lock, like what Spyderco does, I mean, this is not only, you know, it's moving forward, but it's a phenomenal, it's super safe, easy to deploy, very dependable locking system. This is something that we want. The button allows you to keep your fingers out of the way. Kansept Main Street, nice Warncliffe M390. No idea how they're heat treating this stuff. We'll have to take a look at Taylor's data before we do the final review. I would hope at the bare minimum 60 plus, but you know, a lot of companies seem to be still hitting 59 to 61 and, you know, hopefully are considering pushing it forward or pushing it up. So we have a button operated, oh, it is a top liner lock. Look at that. So there's your engagement. You can see the lock face is this way. That means it's engaging behind. Very cool. Yep, that's good enough for me. Wonderful. I love to see this. I love to see the button-operated top liner locks in more premium knives. Now, hopefully, Kansept doesn't go too crazy with the price tag here. Do we have new lock stick? No, it's fine. It's fine now. I thought maybe for a second there's a little bit of a tick there, but it's not nearly as bad. It kind of worked itself out. The lockup is still completely and totally solid. So the tension here, I want to point this out, it actually is, it's occasionally sticky. I think what it's doing is just working itself out. Something I want to point out here is that the tension on this button-operated top liner lock is very good, meaning high. This is what we want. Not only do we want proper lock face geometry, but with that, you need high tension on this stuff. And high tension, in my opinion, is not a problem considering where you're, you know, the leverage that you're able to apply with the button from the outside. I mean, this is easy to handle. They could honestly increase the tension by 20 to 50% here, and it would still be super easy. I think you would probably have an increased lock stick. But I think this is really important with these locking systems to get them working the way that they are supposed to. And yes, if you were to take the equivalent liner lock, everything is exactly the same. It's just a liner lock where it engages underneath. The top liner lock is better. The way that it engages, the position that it engages is absolutely better, given the pressure that you would put not only on the cutting edge, but then occasionally, bonking the spine a little bit, not on purpose, on accident, right? This is really, really good. I like this a lot. I'm so happy that we're seeing companies adopt this. And I want to be clear, I don't want companies to replace all of their old locking systems with, exclusively button top liner locks and compression locks. What I'm saying is I want this to be an option. I want this mixed in a little more, maybe reduce the number of plunge locks and crossbar locks that we have out there and increase the number of locking systems like this. I think that this is really, really cool. This is a Kansept, and it is M390, and it is titanium, and it has a cool locking system and a cool texture pattern. But realistically, this knife really shouldn't be much more, it shouldn't be like too much north of 200 at max. I'll be super pumped if they get this thing at 200 or less. This is phenomenal, but it shouldn't be too much north of that. Let's see what other variation. Of course, now that we know that we have to get past we have to cast the counter spell for suction. There we go. Same sort of deal. Oh, and it's in bronze. Okay. Ooh, nice. Okay, so this implies there's at least one other. Obviously, it implies there's at least one other version, but probably more than there's just this one. This is nice. Look what they did with the liners here. Now, surely these aren't. They can't be titanium liners. This is it's a bronze. It's a bronzing from heat being applied. Yeah. Okay. So it's steel liners. That's fine though. It's perfectly fine. Considering the way that these locking systems operate. Again, high tension, it feels exactly the same. Wonderful. This one just doesn't have any lock stick. Now, oh, is this one done? Is this all done with the lock stick? This one is apparently all done with the lock stick as well. If you ever have lock stick from the factory, open and close it like 25 to 50 times. See if it loosens up a little bit. If that's the case, it might just, those surfaces might just need to wear against each other a few times, right? But exactly the same amount of lock bar tension on this guy as well. The Main Street's a well-designed knife. I like the ergonomics. The blade looks good. I think, on a special edition, I think it would be cool if, Kansept does something like this. Like, it's great the way that the prices are. I think they're fine. I would love if within this group of special edition knives you had one with a special edition finish or an off the beaten path finish, because this is just typical stonewashing. I think it looks fine, right? And again, it's probably to keep within the tradition of Kansept knives being very competitively priced, but it would be cool for people who want that option to just get like a super spicy one. This is cool. So this is a new model. It's different from the previous Kansept Main Street in a ton of different ways. So it will get its own review eventually. But either way, if you want to pick it up right now, I'll link it down in the description. I will have a full comprehensive review of this knife. I need to look at Kansept's HRC range and stuff like that. But that'll come down the road. This is neat. I think this is a W for Kansept. Nice stuff. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.